Kat, and today we're going to be talking about the Disney College Program. For those of you who don't know, I did the Disney College Program in the spring of 2018, and I was Photopass at Disney's Hollywood Studios. So today we're going to be talking about 10 things about the Disney College Program. So a lot of the videos that I watched before I went to Florida and did the college program were a lot of the 10 things you need to know, pros and cons, things you need to do beforehand, packing lists, all that good stuff. And I kind of noticed that a lot of them were all like 10 things you need to know about Disney, and it was all like happy, but like sometimes, you know, like you just want the real talk. And you just want to know like what it's gonna be like, because you go and you expect it to be just like rainbows and butterflies all the time, and I'm here to tell you it's not. It is fabulous 9 times out of 10, but sometimes there's just like things that you need to know. So first thing you need to know is don't expect to have your guest passes and your main gate and all of that good stuff right when you get there, because that is not the case. So first off, your main gate, that is what gets you into all of the Disney parks all over the world. When you get there, you immediately go and you move into your apartment, and you have a specific time, and not all of your roommates have the same time. So fun fact, if you have the first time, you get first dibs on the rooms. They're not assigned. I'm getting completely off topic here. Back to the beginning, your main gate. You actually don't get that till after traditions, and traditions for me was scheduled on Thursday, and we got there, I think it was a Monday, and my traditions was on Thursday, and so we were there for about 5 days or so, and I wasn't able to get in any of the parks, and so you don't get that right away. You also don't get your guest passes right away. You actually don't get guest passes until you work 150 hours, which was actually something new that they implemented for my college program year. You used to get, I think, 9. Right whenever you got your main gates, you had 9 passes, and I want to say what happened was people were using them and then self-terming. So they decided that you got to work for them now, and I don't think I got my first guest passes till maybe March. I didn't get my guest passes till March, but don't expect to get those the first day. Don't expect to have friends visit and have you be able to get them into the parks right away. Like, it takes a little bit because you got to work. And that goes into my second one. 10 out of 10 recommend getting a universal annual pass. So they have, I think, 4 different passes. They have the seasonal, they have the power pass, they have the premier pass, and they have that top pass that I did not get. But I highly recommend getting a universal pass, because that first week that you're there and you don't have access to Disney, it is worth buying a universal pass, going with your roommates, bonding with your roommates, going to Universal, exploring, having fun over there, as well as a lot of other college programmers get an annual pass. And so that's something fun that you can also do with like your friends, is go to Universal, you know, because going to Disney every day is great, but also that's the place that you work, and sometimes you kind of want to escape a little bit, go to a different theme park. So highly recommend getting a universal pass. I got the premier pass. The premier pass is the first pass where you actually get discounts on merchandise, discounts on food, you get discounts on hotels, tickets, all that good stuff. But one of the big things for me was you got free parking. And rolling into my number 3, take your car if you can. Like, highly stressing for you to take your car. I got the higher universal pass because it came with free parking. Parking's $20. It pays for itself if you go 5 times. Like, the difference pays for itself, trust me. get the pass with the free parking if you take your car, and also please take your car if you can. Like, I know not everybody can take their car because they're coming from overseas or they don't have a car that they can take, but that was something that I struggled with, was should I take my car? Do I need it? They provide busing. Like, I have roommates, I'm sure they're taking their cars, you know, like coming from Texas, it's a 23-hour drive, which is a long drive, and wasn't really something I was like looking to do, but highly recommend taking your car, because I ended up taking my car and it was the best thing I ever did, because I was able to leave before work, like 45 minutes before work. I get there 30 minutes ahead of time, able to leisurely, you know, like sign in, get dressed, and make sure all my costume was set up, all the camera equipment was good to go. Like, it was the best thing I ever did, instead of having to wait for a bus. Yes, there is a bus that takes you to some of these places that is a Disney bus, but you have to wait for the bus. The buses don't always come on time. From what I've heard, they're pretty good, but also, like, if you missed that bus, like, you had to wait 35, 45 minutes to an hour for your next bus, and that's, like, we don't have time for that. Number 4. Make time to hang out with your roommates, make time to hang out with your friends, coworkers, people you meet during the program. Like, I can't stress that enough. Don't let those moments pass you by. Don't miss out on the memories. Like, make those memories. Say yes. Like, even if you are tired, make time for your roommates, make time for your friends. We don't all have matching schedules. Everybody's working at different times, but you know, Applebee's is open till 2 a.m. I don't know how many late nights we all came back. We were dead tired, and Applebee's happy hour menu, 11 to 2, really came in clutch. Always say yes. Make those memories. Go with your friends. If you're tired and you need you time, that's fine. I get it. Trust me, I've been in a room with 2 other girls. But all things aside, I cannot stress how thankful I am that I said yes so many times whenever I could have very easily said, no, I'm tired, I want to go home, I want to sleep, had a long day. No, I got it together. I was like, yeah, you know what, let's go. I haven't seen you in 2 days, let's go. And I'm so thankful for that. I met some of my best friends through the Disney College program, and it was amazing. And I still talk to my coworkers today. I still talk to my roommates. Like, it was an amazing experience. Number 5, speaking of friends and roommates, go to the Facebook page, pick out your roommates, talk to people, make friends. You can go random if you want, but I went on that Facebook, I stalked, I creeped, I met some people, and I also met my people. My roommates were amazing. I loved them so much. Living in a 2-bedroom, 6-person apartment, you better bet I must have loved them. Otherwise, I don't know how we would have all made it out. Like, oh, small spaces, but don't feel weird going creeping, stalking people. Like, everybody's doing it. These are my lovely 5 other roommates that I had during my Disney College program, and I had an amazing experience, and it was the best. Number 6. Not every day is going to be magical, and I am the last person anybody would think that that would come out of my mouth, but not every day working at Disney is magical. Some days you roll up, you hear that music that you hear every day, and you just want to pull your hair out. But other days, like, yes, you make magical moments for the guests, and it's fabulous, but don't expect to get there and have every day be peaches and cream, because it's not, and I'm telling you that. It is hot, you're sweaty, you feel sticky, like it's Florida, it's humid, you look disgusting. But you know what? Smiling at that little girl and calling her princess just made her day, and you did that. So remember, not every day is going to be magical, but you can make it magical. Number 7, sign up for classes, go to the housing events. Okay, kind of lumped these into the same one here, but I signed up for a class taught by the Disney Human Resources team, and each week it was magical. Like, I got to talk to the people who hired us. Like, that's so cool. Like, I got to talk to a recruiter, I got to talk to somebody who does training and development, and somebody else who does inclusion. Like, that was so cool. And I got to hear their stories, and some of them even started out in the Disney College program just like us. And at that point in time, I wasn't sure if I wanted to stay with the company or not. And so it was really inspirational for me to hear how people had come in through the college program, got an internship full-time, worked their way up, and are now recruiters at Disney. They do training at Disney. It's so inspirational. Number 8, budget. Please budget your money. Make a spreadsheet, make a budget sheet. You know, it seems like you're making a lot of money, but they take out your rent, and depending on where you live, how many roommates you have, that can change. So like I said before, 2-bedroom apartment, 6 people. I only paid $100 for my rent, which that's a lot of money for literally living on top of somebody. But you don't make money on the college program, and Disney likes to pull you in with all their merchandise and shows and food and all of the goodies that come along with going to Disney, and you don't make that much money. I don't know about other roles, but with Photopass, I was working about 32 hours a week, which is not a lot compared to some other roles that work maybe 60. You need to budget your money, otherwise it will go fast. Also, something that I found before I went was it's good to save up some money whenever you go, so you can do those extra experiences that you want to do, like going to Ohana or going to like character breakfast or the firework dessert shows. You know, if there's something like that that you want to do during your program, highly recommend saving up some money beforehand. Like that first week that you get there, you're not working, so you're not getting paid. So you need money to go to the grocery store and pick up odds and ends that you maybe couldn't take. I highly recommend going with a couple $1,000s just to have, so if you want to do those experiences, you're not pinching for money or waiting for Disney to pay, because you don't make that much money. And sometimes it's hard to do those extra things that you want to do on Disney's paycheck. Number 9. So I know a lot of people think that the Disney College program is just a bunch of college kids going to Florida, living it up, having the time of their lives, but that is not true. You are going to work for Disney, and don't expect to have like all this free time to go to the parks and all this free time. My days off were Thursday and Fridays, so I had them back to back, but that is not how a lot of scheduling goes with a lot of other jobs. Some people don't even get 2 days a week. Sometimes they only get 1 day a week off, which is unfortunate, but we are there to work. We're there to learn. It is an internship. Disney is a company. They're not just bringing us over there to go and play in the parks. I did try to go to the parks as much as I can and take advantage of our perks that we got as cast members, but I did also find myself on my days off just sleeping till 1 p.m., going to the grocery store and doing laundry. So it's a wonderful experience, but you will be tired all the time. You will have to push yourself to go out and get those experiences, but you're only there for a short amount of time. and so it's worth it. Last but not least, number 10, working for Disney will ruin the magic. I'm here to tell you that is not true. For some people, it might be, but for me personally and my experiences at Disney, working there actually enhanced the magic for me. I loved working for Disney. I loved finding the ins and outs of the parks, finding secret spots that I didn't know were there before, being able to go backstage, seeing the tunnels. Being Photopass, I was very fortunate to work with characters, character attendants, icons. Being able to see all the different ins and outs of that were amazing. You know, like going backstage and seeing some of your favorite furry friends back there was really cool. You know, like I distinctively remember one time after a shift in Hollywood Studios, I was walking backstage back to the Photopass base, and I see Darth Maul. And you know, Darth Maul, he's scary, he's a Star Wars character, he's a villain. You know, he was there, it was him. He was walking towards me and I was like, and he just goes, hey. And I was like, oh, what? You know, like little experiences like that where it's just like, did that just happen? Like, this guy probably, 100% does not remember me, but that is one of the funniest memories I have, because me being a huge Star Wars fan, and just Darth Maul just waved to me. What? So little experiences like that actually like enhanced my magic and appreciation for Disney. You know, being able to go to costuming and getting my costume, doing Photopass, seeing how they take their pictures. I loved it. It, 10 out of 10, enhanced my magical experience. Well friends, that about wraps up our video for today. So if you have any questions, please feel free to comment down below. Thank you all for watching my video, and I will see you real soon.